Welcome back to my channel. Olivia here, and yes, it is finally September and we are 1 month away from Halloween, so I am super excited. But today I'm going to be showing y'all my small little book haul of September. It's not that big, but you know, it's something. The first book I'm going to be sharing with y'all is Poison Study by Maria V. Snyder, and this book follows Yelena, who gets committed for a crime that she didn't do, you're not sure, and instead of being hanged, they give her a second chance and to be a food taster for the commander Valak. So it just follows her journey and figuring out whether she is guilty or not guilty, and she has to prove herself and also be a food taster and not die, basically. I read this book, I think when I was like 14, 15. It's not in the young adult section, it's in the I think fantasy romance section. I don't think this book is young adult. I honestly think it's adult because some of the romance scenes are a little graphic. This is the first book. The second book is Fire Study and Magic Study. It's a trilogy. She did make more books after that, but from when I read them, it was just a trilogy and I thought they ended. But it's a really good book. I like the magic system in this book. I like the journey she goes on to prove herself that she is, you know, innocent and not guilty. I know Maria V. Snyder writes other books, but I can't remember what other book she wrote that I read. Gosh, I wish I could remember. I have to look it up later. But this is a great book, and I'm happy that I finally got myself a copy because I haven't read these books in like years, so it's nice to refresh my memory and reread this series because it's a really good trilogy. It really is. Okay, so the second and third book I want to share with y'all also, which I'm just going to conjoin them together because they're both by John Green and other authors. The first one is Looking for Alaska. I don't think I finished this book, if I'm being honest. I think a TV series or a movie's coming out to Hulu maybe this year or next year, or maybe it is this fall. So I do want to read the book before I watch it. I've read most of all of John Green's books except like a couple, like Turtles All the Way Down. I still haven't finished. It's hard to get through for me myself. I've been meaning to read this book. I actually have. I don't know if I even, I'm so torn because it's like, did I finish this book? Because I don't think I did. I know maybe I said I did, but I don't think I did because I couldn't remember. I just know it was about a boy who goes to camp and falls for this girl named Alaska. I can't remember actually, damn. But I don't this is just me, this is just my opinion, but I don't like the description on the back of the book because it's just kind of like it's just kind of a turn off. Let me just read a little bit of it. But like towards the end of the description is like describing Alaska, the gorgeous, clever, funny, sexy, self-destructive, screwed up, and utterly fascinating Alaska Young. I'm just like, okay. Okay, cool. I don't know too much about this book, so I'm not gonna dive too deep in it describing it, but yeah, I did pick it up, so hopefully I can get through it this time because I have such a bad memory when it comes to like which books I read and which books I haven't. So I'm just like, okay. So hopefully it'll be good. Okay, and then there's Let It Snow by John Green, also Maureen Johnson and Lauren Miracle. I think I pronounced that right. I don't know too much about this book except for like 3 characters, 3 different romances, Christmas Eve, that stuff. But I did want to read it because it's, you know, these 2 authors too, and John Green, and I've been trying to get through all of John Green's books so I can rate them from the best to the worst. So I know I feel like it would be a good book, not because it's just John Green, but it is these other 2 authors. And it's funny because Maureen Johnson's on here and I'm about to talk about her next book. So it's pretty funny how she's on here, and the next book I'm about to tell y'all is by her. So okay, so like I said, that the next book I'm going to talk about is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. I saw this book be recommended in multiple booktuber videos, and so I'm glad I picked it up, especially a paperback copy. And it's funny because at the top it's like quoted by John Green. But I don't know too much about this book. I just know that it's about a wife and a daughter go missing, and years later there's a student who goes to Ellingham Academy, and she's trying to solve this case. Basically, that is basically all I know about this book. I just remember watching the spoiler-free review by someone, and absolutely loved the book, and they read it and they recommend it, so I picked it up. I was like, okay, might as well give it a try. Plus it's by Maureen Johnson, and I think I might read Let It Snow before I read this, just to see how her writing style is. But like overall, I believe that I will like this book. But yes, and the cover's like super pretty too. Like, it's a really pretty cover. So the last book I am going to be talking about, which I'm really excited to talk about, I have not finished it, but it is Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell. I actually finished Fangirl, which I really want to do a review for. I think it was like a week or two ago, and oh my gosh, I loved it so much. I loved Fangirl. It's probably one of my favorite books this year, even though it came out in like 2012. But I don't know what this book is about, but it's so freaking pretty. Oh, and also it's by Faith Erin Hicks, my bad, and I believe she does the illustrations for it, and then Rainbow Rowell wrote it. But it is such a beautiful book and very fall-like, and I remember seeing this book on her Instagram when she first announced it, and I was so excited because I was like, there's a person of color a person of color who's not skinny or anything. Like, I love the diversity. Like, I love it. Reading the back, it just says, every autumn all through high school they work together at the world's best pumpkin patch. They say goodbye every Halloween, and they're reunited every September 1st. But this Halloween is different. Josie and Deja are finally seniors. It's their last season at the patch, their last shift together, their last goodbye. That's all I'm gonna read, because there's more, but I kind of got the gist from it. They probably fall in love or something, or have a little romance going on, or maybe they're just best friends or something, but I am so excited to read it, and it's a graphic novel, so it's even more perfect. I can get through it pretty fast. But look, okay, spoilers. I guess I'll just go, but look how like pretty. She's freaking beautiful. So I'm really excited to read this book, and I've been waiting for this book to come out since it was announced, and it's perfect for fall. Pumpkinheads. But yeah, okay, so that was the last book that I wanted to show y'all, and thank you for watching, of course, friends. So the next couple of videos that I want to do, of course, one review for Fangirl. I definitely want to do a review for that, and some other books that I've been reading or finished. I want to do a review for A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, because I actually reread it recently and I got through it within like 2 days. I absolutely love that book so much. I love it more than the first one, actually. I think it's my favorite book. I think more than Wing and Runes too. Yeah, I think the second book's like my favorite. So I want to review that book. I don't have my own copy of it. I just rented it from the library. I also want to do another small book haul for October, but I want the theme to be, of course, horror books or thriller books or something. So if you have any suggestions, just leave them in the comments for any horror books. Like, I know Stephen King's out there, but like any other like dark, scary books, I guess, for October, because I definitely want to do a special video for October, because October is my favorite month, and Halloween is my favorite holiday, as you can see by my decor that I have up. I actually have a lot of Halloween decor in my room, but yeah, thank you for watching, of course, and bye.